Hey pals, what up? Welcome to Snor's Kitchen. Today we're gonna cook shrimp chopsuey. Shrimp!
What up? This is Snor's Kitchen.
So let's start with our ingredients. We have 2 packs of chopsuey mix, which we opened over here. It has some broccoli, sayote, cauliflower, carrots, bell peppers, and some cabbage. We also picked some fresh basil and cilantro from our garden. We also have our garlic here, our onions, and of course our shrimp. Shrimp! We also have some additional things here, such as our lobster balls, and our lime, and our oyster sauce, hoisin sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and our sriracha sauce. To add some more power to our recipe, we're gonna add some garlic powder and onion powder. If it needs some salt, we're gonna add some salt. Of course, we have our shrimp broth here, which is made up of 1 cup of water and 1 shrimp broth cube. We have 2 tablespoons of mochico flour, but you can also use cornstarch, and we will dissolve it here in the bowl with 1/2 cup of water. This is what we will use to thicken the sauce later. So it's best to use kind of like a room temperature water so that it dissolves. If it's warm, it's not gonna, if it's boiling, it's not gonna dissolve. And some people would think like, oh, it's a powder, maybe we should dissolve it in hot water. Don't do it. It's not gonna work. So here we have our shrimp that's already prepared. It's deveined and halved. We're gonna add some lime to it. We're just gonna season it for a little bit right before we're gonna start cooking, just so it has some flavor with it already. Lime just kind of brings out the flavor and things too. And we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. The recipe for this is kind of different at snorskitchen.com, but this is because I just want to, mix it up and try something new. We're gonna add some Worcestershire sauce. And some sriracha. 1 tablespoon only. I can't really say this is how we make it back home, but because I'm really experimenting here. But anyway, it's all mixed up here. And the next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna blanch our vegetables. Alright, so we're gonna start blanching the vegetables. We already heated up our big pot here. It's already boiling with a lot of water, and we have a strainer here, and we have some ice cold water here. Has like a tray of ice in there. And so now that it's boiling, we're just gonna dip it here shortly. Don't overcook the vegetables. You don't want to do that. You just want to have a really good color with it. Put it in the cold water. And we're going to leave it in the strainer. We're going to reload. We're not going to keep it there too long. So we're just about done with our cabbage. So actually we'll just mix in the carrots and the sayote too. So this one we're going to keep it there a little bit longer. It takes a little bit longer to cook the sayote, as well as the carrots. Unfortunately, we added the cabbage there, but you know, whatever. It'll work out. I don't know why I'm squashing it all around there, but you know, I was trying to get it more even. Dip it into cold water again. Strain it. Now we're gonna go with our broccoli. This one doesn't take too long either. It's actually better when it's a little bit more raw when it comes to broccoli in my experience. The cauliflower, we can cook it a bit longer. I think we can soften it. You might kind of might ask me like, why would you use chop suey kit? Like, it's just, you know, it's just easier. It's just less chopping. It's just faster. You know, we actually live really busy lives, and so it's one of the reasons why we started this show, is that we want to inspire other people to cook for themselves as well. Especially, you know, people who, you know, just everyday people, just like us, who need to save money. You don't have enough money to really just go out and eat every day, you know. And it's really something that's helpful, and you know, hopefully, you know, our viewers, our pals, you know, save a lot of money by cooking for themselves, and you know, maybe inspire them to start their own business as well. So, you know, it'll be good. And now we're done with the cauliflower. We're gonna blanch it again. Put it in cold water. I'm gonna show you what it looks like in a bit. So it really makes a big difference when it comes to the color and the crispiness of the dish. So, like here, if you see how green it is, and it might show better later, and like, you know, the carrots, you can see that. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna saute our garlic and onions and prepare our sauce. Now that our oil is ready, we're gonna add in the garlic. We're gonna add a little butter, and then we're gonna saute the shrimp.
Shrimp!
1 tablespoon. I'm not gonna overcook the shrimp because we're gonna add the sauce as well. So it's gonna be real quick here. We're gonna add the lobster balls. And we're gonna add the broth. So now that the broth is boiling again, we're gonna try it out, because we don't want to add the thickener and, you know, have it be too salty or something like that. We want to be able to adjust it a little bit. It tastes just right. It has enough saltiness, I think, but I'm gonna add a little bit more garlic sauce. This needs a little bit more kick, I think. This is just 1 tablespoon. And that should be enough, I think. I don't want it to be too salty either. I'm gonna lower the heat. Add in the cornstarch slowly. I like that. So you'll kind of see the sauce thicken as you mix it. So if you notice, it's a lot thicker now, but if you find yourself thinking like, is it thick enough? And then you ran out of cornstarch and, or like you placed your bowl in the dirty sink already and you don't want to think about the thickener. So one thing I noticed is that you can also do, is add an egg. So I'm gonna grab an egg here. It just makes it thicker, as you can imagine. So it's gonna look like egg drop soup a little, but it's okay. It's still gonna be really good. Trust me, I've tried this before. Alright. So it's much thicker now with the egg. And we're gonna raise up the heat again and we're gonna add our vegetables. And you don't actually need to cook it that much either, because your vegetables are cooked essentially. Mix it around there. We're actually going to add our bell peppers and our fresh herbs last, because you don't want to overcook it either. So let's mix this a little bit more. And as you'll see, it's really a nice colorful dish. So much green, orange, red. It's just much more appetizing than, overcooked vegetables. So there you go. That's how we made our Shramp Chopsuey. Thanks for watching. Be a pal, like this video, subscribe for more Snor.